When I lived in Chicago, I used to go downtown with my family, and inevitably we would encounter homeless people begging on street corners or standing at stoplights with signs informing me of their hard-luck life. And I would always feel a stab of guilt and pity. Sometimes I'd completely ignore them, while other times I'd lie and say I didn't have any money. And immediately afterwards, I'd feel horrible, because didn't Jesus say that what you do to the least of these, you do to him? So did I just lie to Jesus? It was enough to make this church kid's spiritual head spin. So when I felt the Lord telling me to film something with a homeless person, I knew this was going to be as much for me as anyone else. So I took two friends of mine, Will Hacker and Jamie Galloway, up to New York City with one directive: find a homeless person God was spotlighting and in one night attempt to turn their entire life around. Some friends of ours, the band Big Daddy Weave, had just happened to be in New York at the same time, which gave me the idea to include a personal concert for this person. Little did I know the wild twists and turns this story would take when I stood in front of the band to explain what we were going to do. And what I wanted to do here was kind of play along the whole idea of what Jesus was talking about, where it's like, when you do it to the least of these, like you've done it to me. You know what I mean? When you clothe the least, you whatever. And so what I wanted to do is we wanted to, basically, we find a homeless person here in New York and just like bless the living daylights out of them.
Come on.
And, but for me, I don't want it to just be let's exploit a homeless guy. And you know what I mean? And make ourselves feel good.
Right.
And so what I want to do is I want to obviously bless him, because Jesus told us where we can find him. You know what I mean? We can find him in the least. But then, okay, what do we do once we found Jesus and given him Jesus? There has to be, the gospel isn't just charity. It's like there's an empowerment that goes along when you receive the gospel, when you receive Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually going to I've already actually found the guy. I found him last night. So he's coming by here at 5 o'clock, and we're just going to hang out with him for the evening.
Okay, so how this all happened is I was, my film crew was going around the city kind of getting shots of New York and Brooklyn. And so I just kind of walked around all day and was trying to just ask the Lord, do you want to highlight anybody for us to bless and for us to, who do you have for us? And so I saw this kid walking around, and I just had those butterflies that I get sometimes. And so I just kind of followed him like a creeper. And I saw him kind of go into this Burger King. And so I went in there, and part of it was it's not really who I am. I don't really approach perfect strangers all the time. So it's not it's super easy for me. But the Lord just these butterflies kept going. I knew this is who God wanted me to go after. And so he had already ordered some food. And so I just went and I sat down with him and started up a conversation and told him who I was and what we're doing. And said, hey, my crew's out right now, but we'd love to just hang out with you tonight, take you out to dinner, and maybe get you some clothes or whatever. Would you be open to that? And he said, yeah. So I said, okay, well, meet me, by the Brooklyn Tabernacle at whatever time I gave him. And so then it was just, is this kid going to show up or not? I had no clue if he was going to show.
Darren, what goes through your mind right now before you meet the guy?
All that's going through my mind is I hope this guy actually shows up. That's all that's going through my mind right now.
Are you positive he's coming?
I'm pretty sure he's coming. I don't know why he wouldn't come. But if he doesn't come, then we'll find somebody else.
Come on. Hey, you guys, I'm just going to peek inside real quick to see if he actually There he is. Seriously, look without him.
You want to head that way, or you want to go somewhere, or you want me to split up?
I'm not sure I want to go too far from where I told him to meet me.
Yeah.
Direction, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Do you want to just kind of walk back and forth on this, or are you pretty sure it's in here? Is that this guy? This guy, is that Yellow Jacket Hood?
That's my boy.
That's him. Boom!